Hi, I'm Eric Westrich, and you're watching Startup Show San Diego, a startup TV show about startup companies. And this week, we're at the Esri User Conference, and we're in the startup zone with Austin Mulder of NeoTreks. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
So why startups? Why not corporate America? How did you get started with startups?
Well, I think a big part of it is being able to do what you want to do, follow your passion. If you got a vision, you've really got a blank canvas to kind of create what you want.
So what were you doing before?
Working for a big corporation, but always in geospatial. So map making, content creation for recreational maps, which we've actually pulled into this new venture. So it's all about taking the concepts of going out into the field, doing what you love, and then sharing that with others.
So you're passionate about maps and recreation.
That's right. That's right.
And so what recreational activities cause you to want to make a map?
That's a great question. Mostly backpacking, backcountry kind of stuff, really where other major map providers kind of fall short. If you're using some of the popular sort of commercial map providers, we're all familiar with the big green blob out where we go recreate. So we wanted to fill that blob. So our recreation mapping content has over 250,000 miles of trails. We show terrain, we show points of interest specific to recreationists like campgrounds, trailheads, freshwater sources, so on and so forth. And that's really just the beginning. After doing a bunch of recreation, we actually realized, well, there's a lot of other folks who also operate out in these sort of vacant areas, and they need content as well, and they also need mobile solutions. And so that's actually brought us so that from the evolution of recreation into enterprise deployment, so getting back into the professional world again, and bringing solutions tailored for outdoors and field collection in remote areas.
So in working to make this a reality, recreational mapping, Austin, what is the biggest challenge that's ever been dropped in your lap?
Oh man, that's a great question. Really, it would be understanding customer requirements and creating a product that really meets the need for a wide gamut of uses. So from your average recreationalist to someone out there to get a job done, and really kind of understanding exactly what needs to be done, and being able to build it and deliver.
So as you've discussed this idea with other recreationists like yourself, what's the best or most interesting comment that you've gotten so far?
Well, we had one company actually just recently with the flooding in Texas who was using our application to identify structures that they owned and operated that were underwater. So they actually used the augmented reality tool within our application to point down underwater, and they were able to point out locations of their assets underwater, which was completely unexpected to us, but surprisingly quite useful. So.
Well, it doesn't sound very recreational, but it sounds pretty useful.
Exactly right, and that's really where I was going with the progression of taking our passion and what we love doing, which is spending time outdoors, and turning that into a tool that folks can use to either recreate or get a job done.
So, next year, when we interview you, how is what you're doing next year going to be different than what you're doing right now?
Oh man, excellent question again. Really, we're going to take what we've got now and expand. So we're looking to get into real-time data collection, using some of the technologies that we're learning about here, geo-event processing, real-time collection, instant feedback between field and office staff is really kind of the next evolution for us anyway.
And if somebody wants to learn more about NeoTreks, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
NeoTreks.com.
Very good. Well, Austin, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching Startup Show San Diego.